read something the other day by Dr. Charles Stanley that's honestly been sticking out to me like really big time. And it's sitting on me because I never noticed it until now. Genesis chapter 1, verses 1 to 25. And when you read it, when you get the time to read it, you'll see that this is when God is creating everything, like land, sea, air, animals, resources. He's creating all of that. And if you pay attention, after he's finished creating all this stuff, he's basically saying that it's good. What God is basically saying is, this is finished. This is good enough. This is sufficient enough. This is good. Now, if you also realize he created all of this stuff first and then brought us into the picture. Created the stuff and then created mankind. Why did he do that? Why did he create the stuff first? He created the stuff for us, y'all. He created all this stuff for us, not just for our pleasure, but to bring glory and honor to him through how we use it, through how we tend to it. For example, we use some of the stuff to show off how wise he is. We use some of this stuff to show off how strong he is. We use some of this stuff to show off how great our God is. But why did he also have to say that this is good before he finished a creation? This is my favorite part. He said that this is good and he created the good thing first because he was basically saying, I want what's best for my creation. God wants what is best for you and nothing less. The reason why we don't see God's best, one, because we choose to get outside of God's timing and do things our way. Another reason is because we don't want God involved at all. And another good reason is because we think that God's best cannot amount to how good we can do it. And if you think that way, if you think that you can do it better than God, God won't stop you. He'll just sit back and just let you go about doing it your own way. But if you want to experience the best, you have to go about looking for God's best for it. And God's best will blow your mind. We experience subpar when God's trying to show us extraordinary. We have to stop settling with an almost faithful spouse or companion in relationships. We have to stop settling with a house that's almost good enough but could be better if we would have waited on God. We have to stop settling with okay when God is trying to give us great. And I want all that's promised to me. I don't know about anybody else, but I want all that's promised for me. So wait on God, and he'll give you his best. Trust me, I'm a living witness to that. I want to share the story right quick. I remember when me and my wife was getting ready to buy our first house. We was getting ready to mess up. And we were getting ready to mess up because I was messing up. Because I'm hearing God. He's telling me, Isaiah, I want you to wait until August to start looking for a house. By then you have all the money you need. You have your credit score will be where it needs. You'll have the help, the resources. You'll have all you need. But you first need to wait till August. I didn't want to wait till August. Isaiah decided, because it seemed like while we were waiting till August, we were building everything up, getting my credit right, getting things paid off, getting the money saved up. And by July, we had all this stuff set, ready, cocked, and loaded. So I decided I want to go ahead and move forward in July. So because we decided to jump too fast, we almost closed on a house that was infested with termites. And we had to basically start over from route one. But because we decided that, even though we got a little bit too far than what we ought to have because of my mistake, we ended up getting something that was beyond extraordinary. We was getting ready to settle with nowhere near God's best and ended up getting God's best because we decided we messed up, we're going to wait on God. God wants you to have the utmost best in your life. He wants you to live your best life. But first you have to want what he wants for you. He wants to show you his best.